going on, RGB? It's me, Vinny D. We're here another episode of First Rounds on Me, and this time we've got our very first comedian. Welcome to the show, Mario Superstar Salazar. How you doing, man?
Thank you, bro.
Good
Thank
to formally meet you.
Yes, dude. Good meeting you, man.
And by the way, thanks for getting the shirt on and stuff like that.
Yeah, there we go.
Binions.
Binions.
So let's kick off this little formal interview, formal, non-formal, and let's see what we can do. Cold brew. How's your brew?
Actually, thank you for the first round. I'm actually in this new relationship, and my girlfriend doesn't let me drink. So, my breathalyzer, by the way, is what I'm talking about. My breathalyzer, I gotta blow on her 3 times a day. So it's like we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. But thanks for the water.
So how is that going, by the way? The breathalyzer relationship.
It's I'm in the appeal process because there's so much evidence that I wasn't driving that night. There's so much my trial got reset over 11 times because they kept not showing up, and I'm on the road. I had to stop being on the road, get here to court, and then come all the way.
Just to be reset, probably.
Just to be reset. Yeah. So there's so much stuff going on, but during the appeal, which it never happens, they want me to be on a breathalyzer, which never happens. Which I'm not much of a drinker nowadays anyway. I had already quit because I get medicated other ways. Happy 420, everybody. But yeah, it's I'm fighting it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get beat because so much stuff like saying that I wasn't driving that night, but it's all good.
Don't forget, kids. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. Yeah, it's horrible. Or don't drink and be in a parking lot, like watching cops. Like, oh my God, I wonder who they're gonna arrest, and then I'm getting arrested.
Live PD.
Yeah, for being yeah, I think I was a guinea pig. Oh man, there's cops. Hi, and then I'm getting arrested for standing in a parking lot, not even driving. It's all good.
Well, I'm gonna ask you some questions, man. I hope you don't mind. I have some questions here that I jotted down, and I'm gonna take the Facebook here and after the interview and see what kind of crazy shit people are going to ask you. So,
all right, cool. Oh, we can curse?
Yeah, we can curse. Cool. Just don't show titties. That's all.
All right. And
how long you been in the biz, man?
In the biz. Well, I started doing comedy my first time around. I always wanted to be a stand-up. Well, not always. I always wanted to be famous, and I figured at a young age. But I was a fan of stand-up, and I figured at a young age that I can be a stand-up because that was going to be my path. And my first time on stage was when I was in the Marine Corps in the E Club. There was a comedian that came to perform for the troops, and he asked, "Do any of you Devil Dogs want to come on stage?" And everybody in my barracks knew I was a funny guy. Everybody knew that I loved watching the Def Comedy Jams. Remember those back in the day? I used to be in my barracks just watching those, and so they threw me up on stage. I did some jokes about boot camp. I did some jokes, about bass, living on bass, and it went well. I had that itch, and then in San Antonio in 2005, I did my first open mic. I didn't do anything for a while until Cena started doing comedy here Wednesday night. And Bert has a funny story, the owner of Cena. Back in the MySpace days, I messaged him like, "Hey man, why don't you ever give locals a chance?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? I give locals any I'm here to help out,
That's his middle name is Local.
Yeah, and he told me to come on out, and I started here doing some shows here at Cena, man.
Which, by the way, thank you to Bert and to Cena for housing us tonight or this afternoon for our video shoot. So you said started back when you wanted to get famous. So then explain and describe the junior high or high school version of yourself.
Class clown. I could have never really fit in anywhere. I wanted to be like a jock, but I had no athletic talents.
Same here.
Yeah, but I was in sports, but I was always bench warmer. I wanted to be part of the cool crowd that would go to Mexico and get all trashed, but I didn't have any money to get into the clubs. I lived in the ghetto, and I wanted to be a cholo, but I wasn't brave, so I was just a class clown.
You really did not fit in anywhere.
I did not fit anywhere. The goth kids thought I was not cool. The freaks. Even though I loved Marilyn Manson and Nirvana, and the music scared me. That's funny, dude. That's funny. Yeah, Marilyn Manson gave me nightmares, so I couldn't fit anywhere. So I was just a class clown. I tried to be cool with everybody equally. The fresas too. It was I went to McAllen Memorial. Yeah, I went to McAllen Memorial, where it was just a bunch of different people. But it was cool. High school was cool. Junior high was cool. I was always a class clown, and I always had that itch. And now, dude, you know what? I was so mad because I came in second in high school to most likely to become a comedian, and I lost to Casey Pritchard. I'm coming after you, Pritchard.
Casey Pritchard, we're gonna haunt you in your dreams.
And
hold on, Casey Pritchard, do you do comedian
Yeah,
stuff?
Casey Pritchard.
Where are you now?
Are you opening up for Jeff Ross, Casey Pritchard? Huh? Are you performing in front of 2,000 people?
Yeah, how about that? Do you even laugh, Casey Pritchard? So,
coming for your title, Pritchard.
Do you remember your first joke?
We can curse.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I went up on stage. I was like, I saw a commercial for a chick that wanted jewelry, and it said every kiss begins with K. That's bullshit, because every kiss begins with yay. Get it? Because bitches love cocaine. Yay, yo. That was my first time ever like at CETA. I think that was the first joke I ever said at CETA.
Did you have girls lined up out the back waiting for you?
No, they were like, who's this guy? Because I could make that funny now just because I have the stage presence and I know how to. But back then it was just so awkward. Man.
Let's see, man. We're rolling through this interview, man, and
it's fun.
It's good because we're making good timing because this is a busy man. And we got to make sure.
And it's 420.
Well, it won't be once this airs, so just we'll keep that in mind. What's like a go-to subject that you always go to for really good jokes? Like, do you like joking about handicapped people, politics? Like, what do you do?
I can probably win back a crowd, like when I'm struggling, or when I can easily win back a crowd when I start like pandering and start becoming all American. Like
as
right
he
away,
his tattoo.
Yeah, America. I start like I see I'm losing the crowd, like especially a bar show.
Okay.
And I start like, you know what? We still live in the best country in the world. I live in a country where you can get sushi with flaming hot Cheeto crumbs on top of it. Cause America. And then I start talking about me being in the Marine Corps. And right away I point out a chick and I was like, hey ma'am, I know you don't believe me. I know you're looking at me like this guy's not a Marine, this guy's a submarine. Right? This guy's a marine mammal, like man. So then I tell them like I'll show you my veterans card like I do at Golden Corral every year. They don't believe me there either.
But cheeks are starting to hurt a little bit.
I start talking about America and I start talking about me being in the service and
so it wins your crowd over and that's kind of like your go-to. But is it where you get your really good jokes from or?
No, that's
just how you win back a crowd.
Yeah, that's how I just can win my crowd over easily.
All right. So now, what about family dinners at your house, like holidays and shit? What is that like?
When it's funny because when it's just like my mom and my immediate family, like my mom, my sister, my weed dealer.
Immediate family. See how much he loves you? Throw him a free gram.
Yeah, man. It's 420, man. It's like Black Friday. My mom tells me, ya no enseñes tanta oreja, which means don't be so like putting your stuff out there on Facebook and don't be so on stage talking about the family and stuff like that. She tells me not to do it. But when it's my whole family, my tias, my tios, they want me to perform for free. They're like, a ver, échate un chiste, tell us a joke. I'm like, no. First, my mom's telling me not to do it, and now you guys are telling me to do it.
Do you ever get smacked up aside the back of the head?
Sometimes I still do, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff, man. What about a favorite comedian? Who's your all-time favorite?
Omar Rodriguez.
Omar Rodriguez.
No, I'm joking. That's my boy right there. He's an up-and-coming comedian. Up-and-coming.
He said up-and-coming. Hey, we're looking over this way because he's been Snapchatting, and I don't know if you can hear every time he adds it to the story. You can hear the background.
Oh yeah. Put that on mute.
Put that shit on mute, man.
Put that on mute, man. Or lower down the volume.
Anyway, funny guys too, man.
That's enough to think. My favorite. Well, I grew up watching Sam Kinison and Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, and I saw Sam Kinison, as I said, as a kid, I knew I had no musical talent. I had no athletic talent. And I saw Sam Kinison hanging out with Bon Jovi, and getting the same hot chicks Bon Jovi were getting, and I just saw this dude just yelling and being loud. So I was kind of wanted to emulate him and just be like him. And then Andrew Dice Clay, he's getting away with so much cursing and just being dirty.
And have you seen his wife?
Who's
Andrew Dice Clay? Holy shit, she's beautiful, man. Yeah. She is great. I love that woman, actually. I'm coming for your wife, Clay. All right, Dice? Hey, whoa. Anyway.
But my favorite comedian, probably Dave Chappelle.
Oh, man, badass. Man. I'll drink to that. There's the Chappelle.
Salut, Chappelle. Yeah. Great.
I think my all-time favorite's got to be George Carlin. I think
George Carlin's up there too.
He was a genius, man. Yeah. And I liked when he did the words you can't say on TV.
Yeah, the 7 words.
Do you know them?
Not off the top of my head.
Let's see if I can remember. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tit, fart, turd, and twat. There you go. Let's do it, man. All right.
And Reggie.
And bunk ass weed. Yeah. So listen, if a heckler shows up to your show, do you pull the Seinfeld and go to their work and heckle them like, oh, look at you stapling those papers, you staple bitch? What is that? A tech guy working on your computer? Yeah. Do you do that or? Like, actually, I've never done that. So
not exactly like that. I deal with hecklers sometimes at different times. If they're wearing something so funny. Like, like I'll point it out, like, oh, look at.
And they're already walking into it.
This chick is yelling at me while she's wearing a dress from Fias Paredes or something
like that. Or a Vinyan shirt.
Yeah. But most of the time, I don't try to give them any attention, and by then, hopefully, the crowd's on my side, and they should be on my side.
Yeah.
Or if not, I'm not doing my job. But I can just tell them, "Ya cállate el hocico," and then the crowd would just laugh at that. He or she will feel stupid, like, oh.
Well, as soon as we get back, we're going to come and take a couple of Facebook questions right off of Facebook. They've been throwing these questions on like crazy. Cool. So we'll be right back, and sit tight. Mario Superstar Salazar.
Hey guys, it's Layla with Barbecue Brews. Today I'm here at Copper Moon. Today we're highlighting Hard Rock Brewing Company, and I'm drinking a Hoppazillo IPA.
What's going on, guys? We're back, and we're still sitting here with Mario Superstar Salazar here. We're here with everybody from Cine Rey that's setting up for tonight. It's going to be a big, huge thing going on. And anyway, let's get this bad boy rolling.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to finish this bad boy up. So anyway, I asked you a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of shit that I wanted to know, and maybe a couple people out there wanted to know. Now, they took to Facebook.
Okay.
I asked them if they had any questions for you. So we'll run through these. They could be one word answer, because there's quite a few.
All right, cool.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So we'll start. Some of these are going to be really good. You guys are fucking assholes. All right. Well, Ruben Farias wants to know, what would your walk-out song be if you were a UFC fighter? But then Mark Garza Escapade wants to know, what would your walk-in song be if you were a WWE wrestler?
Oh, wow.
So walk-out for UFC, walk-in for WWF. Is there a difference?
No, I don't think so.
It's walk-out and walk-in, same shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So songs for wrestling and song for UFC.
Probably a remix. I said one word answer, and I'm a remix version of Pour Some Sugar on Me, with right before the Pour Some Sugar on Me starts, a bunch of songs that say Superstar. You know what I mean?
So Pour Some Superstar on Me?
Yeah, pretty much. Pour Some Sugar on Me with a little bit remix version of it, both of them.
You can take a certain type of grade and a certain type of hop, and you can always just change them up. So the sky's the limit. You can create whatever you want. So that's what we're trying to do. My goal is that if I can brew 52 beers in 1 year, 10 to 12 of those are bound to be epic, which means that you're left with like 40 good beers. So what we're trying to do is just really use Macallan and the RGV for all of our R&D, and really find out what a lot of people want. So when we produce in our production facility, which is down the road, we get a better shot of what people want and what we're really going to put our efforts into. We want to brew it all. We're not like any other brewery in Texas. We are owner operated. I'm not limited to, what hops are available right now or if I got to be flashy. We brew what the fuck we want, when we want, how we want, and as aggressive as we want. And that's what we do down here, man. Boom.
Taking these Facebook questions, Alejandro Hernandez wants to know, if you could go back into the Marines, would you go?
Yes. Not at this shape, but like if I was in shape when I was like 18, 19, yes.
All right.
I'll go back. Loved it.
Ruben Farias wants to know, other than being a stand-up comic, what's your dream job?
Sports broadcaster. Or sports
broadcaster.
Analyst.
So now, if you were a sports broadcaster, what would your sports broadcasting name be? Like Skip something or?
Oh, Hugh Mendes.
Hugh Mendes.
Which would also be my porn name. Hugh Mendes.
We discussed porn names on a previous episode. Mine's Dusty Breaks and Heatwave.
Dusty Breaks.
All right, so let's see here. Greg Garza Arzales, he made it to the last episode too. He was in an episode himself. He wants to know, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, or Grupo Menudo?
Menudo, man.
Menudo all the way.
Damn, man.
All right. What's your favorite strain of? This guy says Bobo, but I think he meant Dodo.
No, I know Bobo. That's what Bobo is what I call.
Okay, that's from Ernie Mancias.
My herbal supplements. Probably this strain called Vader, and it made me. I think they call it Vader because it just made you mean. I was roasting all my friends.
Were you trying to choke people?
That was just like, it was just making me in the dark side because I was just being mean to my friends. Yeah, it's called Vader. Vader OG.
So now Randall Martinez wants to know the golden question of the day.
Okay.
How many chicks have you banged?
Counting hookers or... That's a good question, man, because I was in the Marine Corps, man. I went to Japan.
So they rub you wrong time over there.
Well, if my girlfriend's watching, I want to say just 2.
So, babe, turn away. Dear Muppet. Okay.
I don't know. I lost count. I lost count, but I don't got no STDs. How about that? So somewhere about the 60s or 70s.
Elizabeth Markham wants to know, if you could collaborate with anybody, who would you want to collaborate
Comedy-wise or music-wise?
Well, are you a musician?
When I get medicated and I start singing little verses like, I got maniac in my sweatpants, I got maniac, sweatpants. You see how catchy that is?
Maniac, I like maniac.
So
I don't like maniac per se. I like the word maniac.
The maniac. It's an awesome word to say, maniac.
All over the face. Anyway,
probably Tribe Called Quest.
Nice. That would be cool.
Quest.
Did you catch them? Their
album, the new album.
That and when they were promoting it on SNL. Did you see that performance? That was great, dude. Let's see here. Franco Chavez. That's my homie. Tell him I said what's up. And what are your favorite local bands?
Some of my favorite local bands, Wizard Wolf, because he's on it. Whiskey D from my homeboy Rock and Roll Chase.
And we're going to hopefully have him pretty soon too. So let's see here. Did you already list everybody? I'm cutting them off real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, who are your favorite bands? Anyway, so what I want to ask you.
There's so many awesome local talent, man.
There's a lot of local bands, man. All right, so here we go. Josh Boss Perales wants to know, favorite wrestling finisher move and quote.
Favorite finisher would probably be, the one that would scare me the most would probably be the Tombstone by The Undertaker. And my favorite quote is probably from Captain Charisma Christian. I don't know if y'all, that's my favorite wrestler of all time, which he's Edge and Christian, the tag team. He will go, cause that's how I roll, and I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah, I think I've always liked Stone Cold, man, the stunner, dude.
As a finishing move?
Yeah.
Another good saying that I love about wrestling is, to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I am the man. Woo! Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, baby. Let's see here. Last one. Angel Zaid wants to know, how come you're never down to kick it? Because I get medicated and I just turn off my phone. And, so basically, don't fuck with it, man. All right?
Yeah, man, I'm just chilling, playing Madden.
So now we're gonna think July, August, September. What do you got going on as far as those upcoming months?
I know in July I'm gonna be in Houston and Midland, and then we're taking a little tour to California, which I'm gonna be on tour with Raymond Horta, and he's trying to catch the Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California. So we're gonna be out there and
we're trying to
in
perform
Southern California. No, we're gonna be out there performing in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
But he wants to go out there and try to meet them and stuff.
Oh, cool.
He will, man. You'd be surprised how many people watch those Cowboy videos from Raymond, man.
Yeah,
and that's America's team, man.
Yeah,
I wish
time.
The Chargers had a fan base so I could go viral.
I wish I liked the team at all to make anything. Man, you know what? I absolutely had a great time sitting here. My cheeks hurt. I know my whole face is killing you, but it was a great time, man. I love sitting here talking to you. You're wearing my shirt.
Oh, hell yeah, man!
I hope to catch some of your stuff soon.
Yeah. Oh, well, tonight, man. Well, they're not gonna watch it. It's the 420 Fest.
It's pre-recorded, by the way.
Pre-recorded,
Mario, so. Man, well, you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. Anything you want to plug? Your websites or anything? Social media?
My Snapchat @Superstar Comedy. I'm always being a goofball there, man. It's fun. And my Facebook is also @Superstar Comedy. If you want to follow me, man, it's a good time, man. I don't try to post anything negative on Facebook because we already have enough of that. And I won't ask you for prayers. I need all my prayer warriors out there. I sprained my ankle. Can you please send a prayer for me?
Will you invite me to go play like Galaga or
no,
Candy
I'm
Crush,
not going to invite you to plan any freaking oats at Farmville or anything crazy, man. Just some good comedy on my page.
Right on, man. It's been awesome sitting with Mario Superstar Salazar, and we'll catch you on the next episode of First Round Zombie.
First Round.